Prince Harry. He's set to meet with his father, King Charles, next week, but he is coming with a laundry list of demands.
Your parent has cancer and you are still beefing and you're still making a list of demands. Let that sit in.
Just say no. Seriously, don't do it.
I don't want to bow down to Meghan Markle as Her Royal Highness. Y'all left the royal family.
If you want to apologize to somebody and you want to be with them, what would you do? You'd say nice things. You'd be happy. You'd be kind.
Imagine you're real royalty and you have to bow down to this like ex-duchess who traipses around a kitchen doing flower arrangements on Netflix. That's like bowing down to one of the Kardashians.
And now reports are coming in that Harry wants to bring his children back. He's keen to show the kids where he grew up.
Harry and Meghan seem to hit rock bottom with their tell-all interviews and Netflix drama, but they just dropped their most insane demand yet. Sources reveal Harry is now demanding the entire royal family bow down to Meghan Markle before he'll even consider reconciliation talks with his cancer-stricken father.
And finally, for his wife Meghan Markle to be treated as Her Royal Highness, complete with bows and curtsies. So people are supposed to bow and curtsy to Meghan Markle. Absolutely not.
This isn't just about respect anymore. It's about complete submission. Harry apparently believes his wife deserves the same treatment as actual working royals, despite trashing the institution for years. The audacity is breathtaking, but it gets worse.
Harry's offering reconciliation, but at a price. And that price includes the entire royal family bowing to Meghan.
So let me get this straight. Harry wants to play Happy Families again, but only if everyone treats his wife like royalty. The same woman who called the royal family racist and then fled to California. The delusion is off the charts and royal experts are losing their shit over it.
I don't want to bow down to Meghan Markle as Her Royal Highness. Y'all left the royal family. For Prince Harry to come in with all of these demands, it shows you that they're both delusional.
This demand exposes just how detached from reality these two have become. But what's really shocking is that Harry thinks he's in any position to make ultimatums right now. The bowing demand was just the tip of the iceberg. Harry's apparently put together a whole shopping list of conditions that reads like a hostage negotiation. First up, he wants full royal security for his entire family, despite choosing to abandon his working royal status years ago.
Here are some of his demands. Full security for himself and his family. Press control that will be coordinated by Buckingham Palace.
But wait, there's more. Harry doesn't just want protection, he wants control. Complete press coordination through Buckingham Palace. Basically demanding the institution he spent years destroying now work as his personal PR machine. The nerve is astronomical.
He wants ironclad guarantees, not vague promises. Security and privacy are non-negotiable.
Here's where it gets really rich though. This man who publicly humiliated his family, wrote a book exposing their private moments, and accused them of racism, now thinks he deserves VIP treatment. Royal experts are calling bullshit on the entire charade.
I don't know about these demands. I think it's over the top. I think it's ridiculous. You want full security. Why? You're not a working royal. You're not over in the UK doing engagements.
The demands aren't just outrageous. They're strategically designed to put the royal family in an impossible position. Accept them and you're rewarding years of betrayal. Reject them and Harry gets to play the victim card again.
If you want to apologize to somebody and you want to be with them, what would you do? You'd say nice things. You'd be happy. You'd be kind. But Harry has come out with demands that are absolutely ridiculous.
These weren't desperate pleas from a son wanting reconciliation. These were calculated power moves designed to force the royal family into submission while Harry held all the cards. But William wasn't about to let his brother waltz back in and play victim. The future king had already seen this movie before and decided to write a different ending. When word leaked about Harry's potential visit, William made sure there would be zero chance encounters.
Prince William says not a chance. In fact, William and Catherine have set up a ton of like competing events and things. So their schedule, which was, I guess, done in advance, was packed so Harry couldn't, accidentally run into them.
Think about that level of calculated avoidance. William literally packed his schedule with competing events to ensure Harry couldn't pull any surprise reconciliation stunts. This isn't petty sibling rivalry. This is strategic warfare at the highest level. Meanwhile, William's juggling 3 kids, a cancer-stricken wife, and preparing to be king.
He's taking care of his wife who's had major health issues. He's raising 3 children. He's doing royal engagements. He's being primed and pumped to be the next king of England. England. I don't think Prince William has any room for Prince Harry in his life at this point.
But here's where Harry's desperation really shows. Despite all the drama and demands, he's still pushing this narrative about wanting to bring his children back to show them where daddy grew up.
And now reports are coming in that Harry wants to bring his children back. He's keen to show the kids where he grew up.
The timing couldn't be more transparent. Harry's using his own children as emotional leverage while simultaneously making impossible demands. It's manipulation disguised as family bonding, and William saw right through it. The royal family had already weaponized their own schedules against Harry's return, turning the monarchy itself into a fortress he couldn't penetrate. The curtsy demand becomes even more ridiculous when you remember what Meghan said about royal protocol just months ago. This woman literally mocked the entire tradition on camera, calling it outdated and embarrassing. Now she wants everyone bowing down to her.
I find this ironic because in their Netflix docuseries, they made fun of having to curtsy. She said it was like medieval times and antiquated and embarrassing to have to curtsy and bow to each other. But now she wants people to curtsy to her.
The flip-flopping is insane, but it gets worse. We're supposed to believe this broke-ass former actress deserves the same respect as centuries-old royalty. People are genuinely asking if they'd have to bow to a Kardashian next.
Imagine you're real royalty and you have to bow down to this like ex-duchess who traipses around a kitchen doing flower arrangements on Netflix. That's like bowing down to one of the Kardashians.
And here's the kicker. While Harry's making all these demands about bringing the family together, guess who's conveniently staying home in California? Meghan apparently has zero interest in actually facing the people she wants curtsying to her.
Why should royalty have to bow to a woman who accused the royal family of racism and turned around and left 18 months after they threw her a massive wedding with people cheering in the streets?
But Meghan's got plenty of time for Taylor Swift concerts and Hollywood parties. She can jet around for every celebrity event under the sun. But meeting her father-in-law who has cancer? Nah, too busy. The woman who demands royal treatment can't even show basic human decency.
I'm not gonna bow down to a Netflix star. I'm not gonna bow down to a reality star. And I have to imagine a lot of these demands are coming from Meghan Markle. I think she is saying, nope, if you're gonna go over there, they gotta bow down, they gotta curtsy to me.
This exposed something far more sinister about their true intentions. This isn't about reconciliation or family healing. It's about power, control, and feeding Meghan's desperate need for the royal status she threw away. The timing of Harry's demands reveals just how cold and calculated this whole operation really is. His father is battling cancer, the family is dealing with their most vulnerable moment in years, and Harry chooses now to drop his ultimatum list. The audacity is breathtaking.
Your parent has cancer and you are still beefing and you're still making a list of demands. Let that sit in.
Most normal people would put aside their bullshit when a parent gets a cancer diagnosis, but not Harry. Instead of offering genuine support, he saw an opportunity to exploit his father's illness for maximum leverage. King Charles wants peace, but these demands risk destroying any chance of healing.
Now, King Charles allegedly wants peace and to see his son, but these demands risk blowing open old wounds.
Here's what makes it even more twisted. When someone gets sick, it's supposed to be a reset button. You realize time is precious and petty fights don't matter anymore. But Harry's using his dad's mortality as a bargaining chip.
When someone gets sick, it generally big reset button, right? Because you go, okay, I could have weeks, months, or years, but I now know and have been reminded that there will be a time where I will not be able to spend time with this person.
The situation should have brought clarity and perspective. Instead, Harry's posture has gotten worse since the diagnosis. He's become more demanding, more entitled, and more manipulative than ever before.
What I find amazing is that his father is in that position right now, yet the posture seems to be exactly the same from Harry.
Well, it's worse, actually.
This is the same man who spent years publicly destroying his family, writing tell-all books, and accusing them of racism. Now he thinks a cancer diagnosis gives him the right to waltz back in with a list of demands like some sort of royal extortionist.
Mind you, Prince Harry has shanked his family, done a tell-all book, docuseries, and turned on them, and even did a sit-down interview with Oprah where he accused them of racism. But he seems to think he's in a position to come in and negotiate and have demands.
What should have been a moment for healing became the perfect opportunity for manipulation. Harry turned his father's cancer into leverage for his wife's delusional royal fantasies. Royal experts who once knew Harry personally are now sounding alarm bells about his complete transformation. The sweet prince they once worked with has become something entirely different, something dangerous.
Harry is He's very, very dangerous and cunning. He wasn't. I spent 15 months with him and he was absolutely lovely. But all that's gone. He wants to get his own back. And I think that what Meghan tells him, that's what he does.
What's terrifying is how systematic the destruction has become. Meghan spent just 72 days as a working royal, complained the entire time, then convinced Harry to burn it all down. Now she won't even lift a finger to help repair the damage she caused.
She's done absolutely nothing apart from being moaning for 72 days when she was there. She hates the royal family. She won't do anything that's helpful. What does she want all that for? It is just testing the king.
And here's the brutal reality. Harry isn't just making demands, he's weaponizing every private conversation. Every attempt at reconciliation becomes ammunition for his next media deal.
My message to King Charles is this: be very cautious, because every conversation you have with Prince Harry ends up in the press. It ends up in a book. It ends up in a sit-down tell-all interview with Oprah.
The advice from royal insiders is unanimous. Don't engage with this madness. These completely ridiculous demands prove that giving Harry even an inch means watching him destroy the monarchy from within.
Just say no, seriously, don't do it. These completely ludicrous demands just shows that if you open the door even a tiny crack, these two are going to keep on damaging your reputation.
The real question isn't whether they'll succeed in their power grab, it's how much irreparable damage they'll inflict on the institution while trying. Harry and Meghan have become the monarchy's greatest existential threat. So here we are, the British monarchy facing its most dangerous internal threat in centuries. King Charles finds himself trapped in an impossible position. Give in to Harry's demands, and you reward years of betrayal while legitimizing Meghan's delusions of grandeur. Stand firm and risk being painted as the cold father who chose duty over his son. But here's what Charles really needs to understand. This isn't about family anymore. Harry and Meghan have made it clear they view the royal family as a business opportunity, not a sacred institution. Every olive branch becomes content for their next media deal. Every private moment gets weaponized for profit. The question isn't whether Harry and Meghan will succeed in their royal power grab. The question is whether King Charles has the strength to choose the crown over his son, because that's exactly what this has become.